So we're going to practice how to actually read the prompt, decide what we're going to answer, and figure out some outline that we can make for this. So I'm going to ask you to do the same thing I'm doing for your assignment. So let's go through this. For each of the following, we're going to read the prompt and underline the words that tell you exactly what it is asking. Often they'll bury the question in some other text, but we need to figure out exactly the question we want us to answer, and that's what we need to answer. It needs to be that blatant. And then the second thing you need to do is decide your exact answer to the question. And you think simple here. If they ask us, do you think the death penalty is just, you say yes or no. There's no in between, even if you don't feel like you can answer that without an in between. That's not what the scorers are looking for. They're looking for you to make a decision, take a stance, and support your stance. So it's really important that you take an exact answer to the question. The third thing you do is you decide 3 ideas you use for support. And as we saw above, those examples can be current events. Scorers are impressed that you know current events. They're also impressed, most of them have taught English. So they're impressed to see some literary references and allusions, analogies, things like that. So be careful, include those if you can, but don't lie, don't make something up. Rather than have an off example from something you're not sure of, a genuine personal experience would be just fine. So that's what you need to do. Decide 3 ideas you can use for support. And then the last thing is to consider how you might conclude your essay. There needs to be some sort of wrap-up, some feeling of closure at the end. So we will look together at this prompt, which is, that which we obtain too easily, we esteem too lightly. It is dearness only which gives everything its value. And that's by Thomas Paine. Some of you might have some background information about Thomas Paine, be thinking of that at this time. This is kind of a really vague saying. You really have to dig in here and kind of get into this. But that's only our prompt. That's not our assignment. The assignment says, do we value only what we struggle for? So even if you didn't understand this quote up here, you now know that what they're asking is, do we value only what we struggle for? And you have to plan your response right there. It has to be, yes, we only value what we struggle for, or no, we don't only value what we struggle for. So that's your first place to look for your answer. What is the question asking us for exactly? I'm going to underline this right here. Do we value only what we struggle for? Plan your response, write your essay to explain your views. Be sure to support your position with specific points and examples. You may use personal examples, examples from reading, observations, knowledge of subjects such as history, literature, or science. So in this case, let's decide 3 ways we're going to do this. First, we're going to decide what is our position, right? So we know what it asked us already. We outlined that. So now we're going to actually decide our exact answer. So let's look at number 2. And let's say, yes, we do only value what we struggle for. And that is how plain your first answer should be. It should be that deliberate and that direct. Let's decide 3 ideas we can use for support. We can use the American Revolution. That, unlike other countries, we struggled for independence. And of course, that's not my whole idea. I'm going to develop my finer points of this while I'm writing. To struggle for independence. Okay, and we can get our spell check going there. All right. And that's one idea. So let's put that in a bullet point, okay? My second idea, that didn't work. Hold on. My second idea was going to be that I struggled to get through college the first time. And I appreciate my career because of it. I had to work hard and not do too many social activities. And I would expand on that in my essay. And my third thing, let's say, just for the sake of it, let's look at a balanced American budget. And our struggles with the economy, current struggles with the economy. And that when it does get resolved, because we work so hard for it. Hard work, it would be appreciated. And of course, you want to have some specifics here. So we talk a little bit about tax reform and things like that. In my college thing, I'd be specific about times my friends went out and I didn't go out with them, necessarily things like that. And then the fourth thing we're just going to do is decide how we are going to conclude. And in this case, I think I might take it back to just like our revolutionary fathers. We value freedom because we fought. And I might wrap it up that way a little bit. So that's just a suggestion. It won't take you that long. I'm walking through it and telling you all the thoughts as I'm going through my metacognition, but this definitely will give you an idea of how to get there. So I want you, in your assignment, and I'll show you where that activity is, I want you to go back here, and you'll see that there's this SAT outline practice. You're going to do the same thing with these documents as I did with this one. You're going to go through, outline, give me those 3 points I asked for, and upload that document. This should give some really good practice here. If you have any questions, please let me know. Email me, whatever you need to, so that we can make sure that you're on the right track here. This is going to be really important to you as you go through SATs. Okay, thanks.